Yo, yo, yo. How we doing today? Just put the kid down, ate my red beans and rice, and then just hopped on. We're live. So we're about to get into a draft. So got 8 out of the 12. Should start soon. So let's get it.
Felix, welcome to Best Ball Nation.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't see these other comments. But Isaac Cam says, "Bro, your channel is underrated." Thank you. Thank you for that. I also agree. Very underrated. Or properly rated. Who knows, man? I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just out here. And then this one, I told her, I don't know if told Crazy Skills 503 that I would talk about this comment. Let's go ahead and see if can I copy and then paste it to the StreamYard. I'll pop up the draft as soon as it gets going. So this is what the message was. All right. I lean more towards your way of thinking that Najee would be good this year, 18%. You know, obviously I got a little bit more. Top 3 highest RB I took. More so because I thought the Pittsburgh offensive line / offense would be just a little bit better, and he would also be better. And you know, would be solid, not great. Obviously, not loving Najee so far. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on him, since you took such a high percentage. I think the offense, for some reason, uh, didn't come out. To be fair, they played Cleveland, who we now see is one of the top defenses out there. They played San Francisco, which nobody runs on San Francisco really. It's been all through the air with them, and he had a 35-yard catch and run. So I mean, like, you know, like they're not the elite to beat an elite defense yet. I don't think, and they played some elite defenses so far. I mean, Detroit got shut out by Baltimore, and they did okay against Baltimore. They did, like they've had a tough schedule so far, running wise. It lightens up on that side, so I still think there's some upside. Now, I wasn't expecting Jalen Warren to get involved so much, but he is. So I think we're looking for more touchdown upside, which I think he still has more touchdown upside versus Warren. But he still has upside as well. Will you be going all in and take? Make sure. All right, not started yet. Will you be going all in, taking a very high percentage on players next year, or has it adjusted your way of thinking at all? My thought process, which last year it was just taking as much Najee because why not? You know what I mean? Like that was kind of my thought process last year. This year it was about the combination of players. I went back to what I was thinking previously about when I had. Everybody thinks of my combination of Cup and Chase, but really the theory was get as much Cup and Chris Godwin because they were going back. Like it was like Robert Woods, Cooper Cup, Chris Godwin for most of the drafting season. Obviously, I was like, fuck Robert Woods, and I want as much Chris Godwin and Cooper Cup together, and I'm going to smash 100% Chase. Like wherever he is, I'm just going to take as much as him as I can. And so It was more about those two combination players. And so this year I went into trying to get the combination of another failed player this year so far, Christian Watson. So it's not because when I win, I'm going to win big, because the theory is, for my theory, is that these two players won't be they're going to go like next to each other the entire draft season, and they were kind of in the middle of the draft board, just kind of like how Robert Woods or Cooper Kupp and Chris Godwin were. They were like back to back in the middle of the fourth round, and it's kind of hard to get it's hard to get two players from the middle of that area in general. And so, I really like that thought process. And it just happened to be that Najee and Christian Watson were going back to back, and I like Christian Watson for his high upside. Clearly, Jordan Love. I had more hopes for Jordan Love, I guess. I'm obviously drafted 40% of him. I thought, and they looked really good week one, so I'm like, oh, this could actually be, amazing, right? Clearly wrong. I was wrong. But the theory is more, I probably will continue to do it in different spots. It may not always be the fourth round. It just happened to be the fourth round for both of those sets. And, I mean, who did I miss out in the third round? Keenan Allen? Okay, so 1 in 8, technically in 8% time, I'm going to get a better pick. I missed on Christian Watson. Let's be honest. It happens. I'm not going to hit about 1,000, right? So. And any long shot hope for Najee, yeah. I think there's plenty of hope. I think one, maybe Matt Canada being on the sideline may be a good thing. I don't know. Did it start yet? Oh shoot! Draft starts in 30 seconds, and I think I think Najee's gonna be Najee, man. He's gonna do him, and he'll be back to being good. It's just, sometimes you just don't, you run into a wall. Sometimes you'll get fucking blocking for your fucking team. And sometimes your play calls are just trash, man, Canada. So, yeah, there's hope. They play the Chargers. We got a terrible run defense. So, he'll run on us. They get the Bears again, I think. I don't know what week they get. Well, not the Bears. Let's stick in Packers. They get also with the Bears too. I don't know if that happens within the week. NFL. Steelers play the Packers this week, which is kind of funny. Next week, the Browns again, so it could be a tough week next week. And then the Steelers get the Bengals, which has been a plus matchup for him the last few times he played him. Doesn't mean this time is going to be, but it could be. It could be. Though that run defense looked really good against James Cook, but James Cook is not a lead back. He's a good complementary back, not a good lead back. Who did they get week 13? The Cardinals. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. They get the Patriots. Could be a tough matchup. The last week of the season. Week 15, get the Colts. Not mad at that one. Not mad at that one at all. Then they get the Bengals again. Christmas weekend. Which could be a good, again, plus matchups have been there before. And then, of course, week 17, they get the Seahawks, which last year were one of the worst run defenses. And I think they could take advantage of that defensive line later in the season. Who the fuck wants to tackle Najee Harris late season? You know what I'm saying? Are we really taking Cooper Kupp at 16? I don't know. I just couldn't. You see Justin Jefferson and Cooper Kupp, and I know that he's already pretty much saying he's not playing this week. But, and I know Kupp has a bye week, whatever. And I know Jefferson has one in a few weeks. But if I end up smashing, some later round wide receivers, this team could be fucking deadly in the playoffs. If Dobbs will target Jefferson, and if Kupp can mesh well with Carson Wentz, maybe you never know. How we doing today? How we doing today, boys and or girls? How we doing today? Got to play some Fortnite with Hope Bishop this past weekend. That was a lot of fun. It'd be fun if I knew more people into Dennis. What up, my guy? Knew more people that were into Fortnite. I can, play games with, or best ballers. Which I think I'm gonna move myself up to the living room so I can try to stream that. So I could stream it, so I could talk about football while I stream and hang out like Saturday nights or something like that. No, it's not this Saturday night, but going to go see the Marvels movie this weekend. Not really excited to see it like I have been other movies, but I'm hoping it leads into like a direction of like what they're doing next. I'm thinking that Deadpool. I'm thinking that they're bringing in like universes, and I think this is how they introduce like Deadpool. You think he's gonna target Hawk more? He could. Trey was starting to get some attention there towards the end. I think he spreads it out a bunch. But when Jefferson gets back, does he target it? Because Marquise Brown was getting a good share. Like he was a top wide receiver when he was there. I want to say top 15, but I could be completely talking out my ass. So I'm curious if it's because like Marquise Brown's just like better than everybody else. Like they were putting Ertz out there, right? And like obviously they're not going to throw it to Ertz when you have Marquise Brown, who's an elite athlete. But if we can get, what was I thinking? I drew a complete blank. If he targets Jefferson and Carson Wentz targets Kupp, feeling pretty good or feeling real good. What's going on? I feel like the draft has slowed down. Okay. So we went CMC, Hill, Chase, Etienne, AJ Brown, Eckler, Lamb, Diggs, ASB. That's what I would have went with if he was still there. Off his bye week, obviously. Some hardcore running backs going off the board early. Which is okay with me. Because I might be able to backfill my team early with the good wide receivers. But don't give me Thielen. I'm not drafting Thielen in the third round. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No one should be drafting Thielen in the third round. But thank you again, Crazy Skills, for sending me that nice message. And shout out to Isaiah Cam for also that nice message. So I played with Hope since waiting for my next pick. Man, I dropped 30 kills like 2 games before I played with her, with my son Charlie. I get on with her. I can't even I felt like I couldn't even tie my shoes correctly. Like that's how bad I was getting my ass kicked in those games. Dropped to 29, and then I felt like I couldn't even build a fucking ramp. It was bad. It was real bad. Okay. I'm taking a bunch of people that have bye this week, but I really want to go Chris Olave there, but because that week 16 matchup. But then I was like, okay, we need some points this week. And DK Metcalf is going against Washington, who have a really bad pass defense. So I'm thinking DK, maybe this is like his explosion week. Maybe, hopefully. Maybe we'll pair him up with JSN, get that dual effort. Try to corner the market on Geno Smith. And then maybe get Najee later for that week 17 matchup. Or Jalen Warren or Deontay or somebody. Oh, I'm going to be on a show with Mr. Bradley Salter over at the Bestball Fantasy Show on Friday after our kids go to bed. So if you want to catch more of me on Friday, we're going to do a late show. He does more redraft fantasy and he does like rankings and stuff. So it's always a fun time talking to Bradley, you know. And sometimes I feel like I'm talking out my ass over there because he knows so much more than me, you know, statistically wise. I'm more of a vibes type guy and whatnot, but it's always fun to go over there. Oh, man, we got to give somebody's got to shout out our boy EJ for talking up Keaton Mitchell. And I swear to God, I've played him every week he's come off the bye until this past week. And it was more of a, I forgot to play him kind of thing. I've been playing Keaton Mitchell every single week. And I just happened to forget this past week. Obviously, I only play him in $120 lineup, you know, every $1 million acre lineup. Of course. The one week that he fucking blows up, it's the week I don't play him. Ugh. It is what it is. I was playing. I played Keaton Mitchell with like another other 4K backs. Oh, by the way, not only is the Najee, I don't know what is happening. I mean, yeah, I don't understand what's happening. Najee's price on DraftKings has been going lower and lower and lower. Nothing has changed from the start of the season to now. Nothing has changed. And his price just keeps going down, 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 down. I'm like, okay. Maybe they're just trying to make people play him. I don't know. And Jalen Warren's more expensive. Nothing has changed. I don't understand. I guess him just being outscored by Jalen enough that his price is changing. Man, this half of the draft, y'all are slow as fuck. 4 running backs and then a tight end. Oh boy. How did Chris Olave last that long? I'm going to keep an eye on quarterbacks. So this is a solid lineup right here. I don't particularly like it, but I like it. You know, I like what he's got building. He's got 2 elite wide receivers with 3 stud running backs. Oh, it'd be cool to get Justin Herbert, though. I wouldn't mind that. Clearly, what I've learned is just take running backs super fucking late, man. It doesn't matter. If you don't hit, you don't hit. Whatever. This is torture. Torture just seeing Justin Herbert getting passed and passed and passed. Like, I'll take a naked Herbert all day. All day. Holy fuck, my hair. It's so big. Voluptuous. It's a word that they used to only use word like use pervertedly. Voluptuous. Why is TJ Hawk still here? What is going on? Oh. Okay, we'll get the Hawk. So we're doubling down on this. Maybe we do take. Fuck, do I go with a full team here? No, we're going to need pass catchers that, don't have a. I almost went Addison. There. Almost went with the full team onslaught, passing wise. But again, like I say, I think he kind of focuses on one pass catcher for the most part, and then spreads it around to everybody else. Like somebody's gonna have 30%, and the rest are gonna have 10%. Like if he throws it 30 times, let's just say, just a nice basic number, 30 times. 10 of those throws are going to go to one specific player, and then the other 20 are going to go 3 here, 3 there, 4 there, 2 there, 1 there. You know what I mean? It's going to be something stupid like that. But I think most of it will go to one player. And I think that most of it will go to Hawkinson. This way we're playing it out. And then when Jefferson gets back, it goes to Jefferson. And then Hawk will get, his sporadic 2 for 48 yards and a touchdown. That's his upside later on. Najee Harris is going 70. Okay. So his draft stock went up. Interesting. Last week he was in the 90s, so I don't know what that says, but I haven't been on my YouTube channel. It's YouTube in a hot minute. There's I forget that I follow a bunch of college people who scout the college players. And the first name I see is Lad McConkey, 2024 rookie report. I already know Keon Coleman's going to be a stud. He's going to be I feel like he's a mixture of Larry Fitzgerald and and Anquan Boldin together, like the physicality, like of his body size, and then the catching ability of Larry. Where does Lenny go? Ooh, good question. 149 is his ranking. 150 point something was his ADP. So that would be 12th round, right? 12th round ish. It's 120 plus 24. Somewhere between 12 and 13. That's wild. It's wild. The dude still hasn't stepped on the fucking field yet. I thought I drafted more Lenny. I didn't. I drafted like 15% Lenny. You know who was really going to kill me is Damian Harris. You know, I made a lot of bad picks. Najee wasn't one of them. You know who was? Greg Dulcich. That was probably my worst pick. Greg Dulcich. I'll list it in a row. Greg Dulcich, Jordan Love, Damian Harris, then Najee Harris. That was the bad picks. Now we've had great picks. See how much we were on ASB, how much we were on Puka Nakua. Like, it is what it is. You make good picks and bad picks. It is what it is. Up next, perfect location. 72, 14 packs ADP. I feel like this gives me enough upside at quarterback. Actually, we can kind of cancel out quarterback. Sit at flex. Because he has his bye in a couple weeks, but he just had his bye. So he's playing. I know he's questionable right now, but he has upside to be an elite quarterback by himself. Christian Watson. I don't know. I didn't see him, but I'm sure he went like in the 60s. 104. Fuck, he might be my next pick. Actually, that's something I want to look at. Where the Packers at? Packers schedule. Week 18 is the Packers versus Bears again. That's too bad. So they get the Vikings week 17. They get the Panthers week 16. The Bucks, who just got torched by Nico and Tank. They get they get the Giants weeks. Is that 14? What up, Pat? How we doing tonight? Well, Jordan Love has been kind of bad as well the past couple weeks, like even fantasy wise. Not like bad. I mean, he did better than Herbert this past week, right? But he hasn't been on the same pace that he was earlier on. Probably should take this off of Watson. See if anybody makes the mistake of drafting Goddard. Mr. Godare. What round are we in? Round 9. We'll read off the team in the next one. Oh, speak of the devil. Somebody's a fan. RV fan handle. Come on. You can't take Najee Harris and Christian Watson not expecting me to have eyes open emojis. What up, fellas? Wishing a strong finish to year for you guys. Yeah. Strong finish to the year for you guys. Yeah, dude. I'm excited to see you guys go out to Miami and crush it, dude. For me, we gambled. We gambled and we got it wrong. We're gonna have roughly like 50 teams in the playoffs out of my 600 teams. Not the greatest, advance rate, but we got some good teams in there. We got some bad teams advancing so far too. But you never know. Fuck, nothing matters. It's all about the groupings you get in and then just the luck of week 17, man. The luck of week 17 and what groupings you get. Your pods, that's all that matters. Like, you might get the hardest pods and you may advance 0. You may get the easiest pods and may advance. This is the bullshit of the playoffs. I hate the pods. I hate that they're so big, and I'm like, I could get shafted so hard. I don't know. I went from 80 to 13 teams after weeks 15, and then 13 to 1. And I got lucky, obviously, but that was tough. And then last year, I had 5 teams. I didn't have very many. I had, we'll say 10 teams. And I had one make the semis, and that one team made it into the finals. So it is what it is. You just never know. We're coming up here. Finally. These people take forever to draft. Slowest drafters I've ever seen. All right, perfect. I want to commit to go along with my fields. I'll take Chuba Hubbard because I like pain, suffering. Ooh, do I go 213s or I go Pitts for the bring back of that game? I can go Pitts, Chuba. Pitts, Chuba. Damian Pierce doesn't gone yet. Okay. Rashawn Johnson. Looking for high upside guys here. Looking for high upside at the running back position. So TD upside. That's what we're looking for. Some running the line, guys. Running right into the line. 909. Holy cannoli. Working 24 hours out of 2 days. It's a lot of work. And then we got 5 in the morning. Go back to work. So tomorrow we're going to do the best and worst teams we got. And then Friday I'll be on with Bradley Stalter. We'll do his show. That should be a lot of fun. Like I always say, I love talking to Bradley. He's a smart dude. Might help me because my DFS has been I'm middle of the road. Not bad, not good. Just like winning my money back. A couple losing. Like, I think I lost 2 weeks, and then I've won like 2 weeks, and I middled it the rest of the time. And then Rainmakers is where it's at, man. They just gave me $100 today for just I skeezed my way through. Look, if you're gonna sell your cards for 30 cents, and it's gonna give me 20, 25 points on Rainmakers, of course I'm gonna fucking buy you out, man. So they gave me $100 this week, which is awesome. And then I'm gonna get $65, I think, $60 or $65 from my overall leaderboard score on Rainmakers. So $165 just for owning the cards. And then on top of that, they're gonna I've opened 494 packs. And then so I need to open 6 more packs, and then I get 100K crowns. So put me up to 300K, which is like $600. And then we are going to, after we do that, we're actually going to play the Rainmakers from actual money. I've just been trying to get the card packs, the prize packs. So we're going to start snowballing here soon. which is nice. Though I have one. I bought like one elite set. I guess you could say like I went through the secondary market and I bought like at the beginning of the season. But Jordan Love, Christian Watson, DK Metcalf, and Chris Olave. And then you could use whatever. I typically put Najee, dream scenario. And I usually play him in the elite. Like they have one set you can play every week. So I play that lineup every week, and it's been sad. It's been very sad. I mean, like it honestly, it almost cashes a lot, but it doesn't. It's usually like right in the upper half, but it's because some people just don't know what they're doing, don't know how to actually play DFS. It's just I'm not spending all that kind of money on elite players. Though I just got an elite Jared Goff, which was nice. Doesn't sound good until you figure out he plays on Thanksgiving, and they put out a lot of fucking money for Thanksgiving. A lot of money. $1 million last year. I don't know if they're going to do that again this year, but it'd be super cool. My Millie making winning team last year was awful. It was just a bad team. I bought those stupid packs for no reason. No reason. They were just awful packs last year. Are we halfway almost done to this? Okay, we're getting close. Okay. I won't harp on it. So I'm not going to take downs because they brought in Sammy Watkins. Could be like a smokescreen, but Zach Charbonnet being out here, that's intriguing. That's intriguing. And as someone who invested highly into AJ Dillon, we're just going to leave that we got enough AJ Dillon as it is. We're not going to take any more of that. We're going to go for rookie running backs here. We're going to go for Zach Charbonnet and Tajay Spears if they fall to us, I should say. Or Lenny. Bada bing. Bada boom. So we got a nice solid. Who took Geno Smith? I gotta know. Do you have Tyler Lockett? I was curious if he took anything like that. Okay. Oh, Blake Lively over here. I'm just kidding. Bubba Blakely. I feel like I'm out of focus. I can't tell. Ooh, I forgot I changed my format to not HD. I was trying to shoot Fortnite the other week, and I forgot that I had changed all my settings. But it doesn't change it. I just need to plug into my actual modem. And yep, in our household, we are still dying. All of us. Every person in my household is coughing like crazy. I hope you guys are all staying safe and not getting COVID or whatever we got over here. But for the last month, we've all been just coughing our little hearts out. Which is not funny now that I'm thinking about it. The lady next to me, which I probably got her sick, let's be honest, I don't know. But she's coughing every time I cough, like a half a second later. I don't know if this is the sound to her, but every time I cough, a second later I hear her coughing. And sometimes when she starts coughing, I start coughing. It's all day. I can't imagine what everybody around us is thinking, but can't help it. Did he match Carr up with anybody? He got Olave. That's good. At least some smart drafters in here. This dude Blake has got 0 quarterbacks. Who's he got left? We got a quarterback stuff. We got Will Levis, Jordan Love. I mean, he's got options. I'm not taking it. And I hear what you're saying, Dennis. I just can't take any more Jordan Love. He's not. He's producing, but he's not like. You know what I mean? Like he's not. He's right in the middle. He's like in my head, like quarterback 16 to 20. That's where he's sitting. Like he's a borderline quarterback 2. He's not the bottom of the barrel. He's not Zach or Rippin or any of those other jamokes. Like he's better than that, but he's not. He's not the next Aaron Rodgers. Which I'm not saying I was making a bet that he's the next Aaron Rodgers. I was making more of a bet that he was like the next. Like I was expecting what he was doing, what Stroud was doing. Is doing so far, like letting it rip, letting his playmakers do shit, and he's just not doing that. He's being more calculated and sucking here and there. That's my so far outlook on him. And for any of you guys who come in and watch this after the fact, our boy at the Pound, his name is Pat. He runs a very good fantasy YouTube channel, and I highly recommend him going to check him out. I think he and I'm going to mess up this dude's name because I don't remember exactly what his name is, but I believe it's NF42 or I'm not exactly sure, so I'm just going to shut up there. But he and his friend sit down one of the seats to the Dog Bowl, so they'll be out there in Miami in about a month or so. I don't remember when that tournament is, but he'll be out there. And I do suggest to check out his channel. Good guy. Knows what he's talking about. And does content like this, but mainly on Underdog. I'm here for the DK people, for the PPR and extra bonuses for silly stuff. Oh, yeah, I was going to read off the team. Yeah, we got plenty of time. So we have Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Smith, DK Metcalf, TJ Hawkinson, Calvin Ridley, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Kyle Pitts, Chuba Hubbard, Zach Charbonnet, Tajay Spears. Three. He's got Mahomes, Purdy, Murray. That's interesting. Let's check running backs. Let's see what we got here. We're going to get ourselves a little Chicago stack. Or a little Chicago onslaught with Roshan and Darnell Mooney. Oh, yeah, my other terrible pick. I made 5 terrible picks. It was Greg Dulcich, Chase Brown, who I forgot, Damian Harris. We can go back and forth on Jordan Love. And who else did I say? I guess Christian Watson. Yeah, I was just wrong about Christian Watson. He's been in the dumps. I was wrong on how explosive the Packers offense would be. To be fair, they're late round picks, so it was wrong, but it was like really wrong. No, but I was wrong. You started sharing your location with me?
I accidentally unshared.
Where were you? How did you unshare?
Is that home? Somehow it said I unshared it in the message.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I got a message. Hope just dropped 16 kills, builds solo. LOL. Go figure. Go figure out. Out here just killing it. She's slaying it. Of course she is. Makes me want to play. That's all I gotta say. Makes me want to play. We got 2 more days of work. We have 4 more days next week, and we're done with overtime. As long as we get to work by 6:30 and clock in, or cut my lunch short, which is perfectly normal because I usually am working, and then work a couple minutes later. Get this 12 hours done as quickly as I can. So 92 hours in 2 weeks. So, 20-year-old me would say, "Fuck that." And I was doing that 20. I wasn't doing that when I got to Pizza Hut. I miss Pizza Hut. The easy days. Complained, but still easy. It was easy. It was fun working with your friends. Working with the old pals, talking football, talking video games, talking just life. Now I spend 12 hours on the computer just looking at license plates and VIN numbers and withdrawing sessions and putting less coverages and more coverages on people's vehicles, and it's like talking to nobody. Maybe send an email. Yeah. That requires certification. So thanks. That's my human interaction. Sad days. Sad days. This is why I love streaming, because then I get to interact with at least the world outside of here. It's okay. We got some players still out here. How many receivers? We got 6 wide receivers. How long is he out for? Plays blah blah blah. At least 3 additional games. We just played week 9. So it's a 10, 11, 12. So we'll be back week 13, which would be nice. We didn't get him though. Okay. When's Pat Fryermuth coming back? Is that week 7? He should be back soon. Little Charger stack. I guess we're just stacking little pieces here and there. Little Charger stack, and then 2572. Man, oh man. So I unsubbed from Liam because he wasn't really putting out any good content, and I was like, oh, I want to check what he's been up to. Within 5 minutes of that show, he's talking about somebody was talking about Najee. I was just like, Jesus Christ, like he's like shit, not shit talking, but he's whatever. Like I'm like I don't need to listen to him. He's kind of boring. He's repetitive, I should say. He doesn't bring up anything new. And I don't really care about him, so I don't really need to watch somebody I don't. He's not bringing any content to the like any information to the game. In my perspective, people like Pat bringing real content and Bradley, like real people that are like bring something to the table other than talking about themselves. Tomorrow's show, the B&W show, that's just about looking at our teams and sharing the experience of the sweat, if you want to call it that, of the season. That's not it's not about just my teams. It's about everybody else's teams, like Derek and Dennis and Michael and Max Kings that always likes to send me his teams, and it's about everybody's experience about like what we're going through all together. I'm sure I'm missing like 100 people, but I should start going over our Yahoo League though. That one's getting intense. I put a blowout though, I think on somebody this week, or they blew me out, one or the other. Oh, and then I had Patreon making me fill out survey because they thought I was selling sexually explicit content or something. I don't really get it. I think it's because I clicked like it's not just for children. So I guess they think I'm not selling for children, that it's sexually explicit, which is just betting content, like it's something kids can't do. So Patreon's got some weird things going on over there. Alrighty, what pick are we at? We are last 4 picks here. I'll tell you what, these people are the slowest drafters I have ever been around. This week 13 buys killing me. I don't want any more week 13 buys. Pretty much competing for a 4-run shootout here. God bless you. What a disappointment. What a disappointment he's been. I think I'm about to do it again. I'm about to take 2 of the Chiefs. Where did Taysom go? Let's see who's drafted. He will be blue. I'm blue. Da-wa-dee-da-wa-da. He's a lot later than I thought he would be. Am I just not seeing it? Hill, kill. There he is. 7th round. That's about right. Yeah. Wait, did somebody take MVS or did I just? That son of a bitch. Okay, so we have 10, 5, 13, 7, 7, 5. So we have running backs. Technically, we need to catch a break with an injury somewhere for our running backs to really pop off. But it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Like, I'm going to get points. There may not be a lot. And if there's an injury, we'll get a lot more, obviously. But we know Hubbard will have at least a role as a starter. And then Zach Charbonnet will get some touches. And if anything happens to Kenneth Walker, then his role opens up. If anything happens to Derrick Henry, even without happening to Derrick Henry, he's probably going to get 8 to 10 points. So, Derrick, what up? Yo, yo, yo. How we doing tonight, buddy? Insane. Oh, you know who hasn't potentially been drafted? I won't say. I won't do it because I don't know if somebody's watching. I don't think anybody's watching, so fuck it. Put Wentz out here. Fire. He has no ADP. And these people are not drafting him, maybe? Still? I mean, if he goes in front of whatever. How did Renfro do with the new 2 receptions, 33 yards? Okay. So as a quarterback, I feel good about my running backs. Trevor Lawrence. I don't remember if the Jacks are playing. I always forget who the Jacks are playing. Can we just play Keishon Booty, please? Thank you. Thank you. Is there anybody from St. Louis that's getting drafted late? That should be drafted? St. Louis. I meant Rams. Panthers. What did I say? What did I say? I don't remember what I said about the Panthers. Oh, Jaguars play the Panthers. Duh. Thank you. I don't know why I can't remember that. I think that's the one I always forget. Yeah, thank you. All right, we got Carson Wentz with our Cooper Cup share. Is there a Panther? Maybe I could take. Ooh, what's his face was there? Perfect. Not saying it's gonna perfectly work out that way, but it could. Oh, and we had Chuba Hubbard. Okay. Boom. Correlating, and I didn't even realize it. Alrighty, so our team ended up Cooper Cup, Justin J, Devontae Smith, DK Metcalf, TJ Hawkinson, Calvin Ridley, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Kyle Pitts, Chuba Hubbard, Zach Charbonnet, TJ Tajay Spears, Darnell Mooney, Roshan Johnson, Joshua Kelly, Joshua Palmer, Sky Moore, Jeff Wilson Jr., Carson Wentz, and Terrace Marshall Jr. to finish it off for a 3-6-9-2 build. Solid build. I like what we got going on here. It's a lot of fun. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Carson Wentz at quarterback. They're all mobile quarterbacks, but they're all like, I mean, Fields is more like runner first, but like they all like to throw it deep. So that one feels good. I don't know. This could be a good team too. I mean, the first week is going to be our toughest week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 players, five players of my 20 on bye. And then week 13 will be a little tough as well. But other than that, we made it through most of the buys. Yeah, this is a solid team. This is a top 2 team. I don't know if it's a number 1 team, but it's a solid team. I don't think anybody's going to be my receivers after next week. So, that feels good. It feels real good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be back tomorrow for the B&W show. And, yeah, it's been fun. It's been real fun.